what's up? Welcome to Stars and Garters. Today, we're doing stuff, you know?
So,
What's up?
I've heard some talking lately. Some hate has been put on a show that I don't think deserves the hate.
Straight up.
So, there was even a video put out by a garbage YouTube channel called,
You can't say
Top 10 Reasons Why This Show is Hated. Stuck-up idiots, by the way. And so today, to punch these idiots in the faces with words, we present to you Top
Hurt our
10.
feelings.
We present to you Top 10 Reasons Why Teen Titans Go
Great show.
is amazing!
It is!
Alright, so,
Let's
yeah.
do this.
Was that a good impression of an intimidating person?
No, it was not. It was the worst thing ever. I want these sunglasses.
Was it
Over
purple
my
and
real
it looked
glasses.
like a girl.
Boom.
Jeez. But yeah, Top 10 Tuesday. Top 10 Reasons Why Teen Titans Go is great. Also, you haters, you're lame, by the way.
And we hate you.
And we do hate you a little bit, but not to your faces. Sometimes to your faces,
Yeah.
as in right now.
Yeah.
But
Well, not
usually to your faces.
Yeah.
And technically, this is not to your faces.
Yeah.
So, it's okay.
It's okay.
Right. Also, you're lame, and you're stuck up, and you're snooty, and you're an uppity person.
Yeah, unnamed YouTube channel.
Yeah. YouTube channel, and
Yeah, we-
humans in general.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get started, shall we?
Sure.
You ready?
Yep.
Let's do this. Alright, so where'd you put my sunglasses?
All right, here.
Okay, don't lose them. I've lost 13 pairs of sunglasses in the past
You have.
year. Alright, at number 10, we have the show's, and if this is not a word, oh well, multi-ageal appeal.
Okay, first of all, not a word.
No.
No.
So what this means, what I'm meaning by this, is that at any age, you can enjoy this.
Okay.
And, like, I know I said the same thing about, like, Danny Phantom, but this show is a lot better at that, because it's, like, you can understand, like
Some of the jokes.
right? It's pretty obvious that they're making this for anyone who wants to watch it.
Okay.
So if you're a little kid, they got plenty butt jokes, fart jokes, got all of that for you. They've got goofy little jokes in there and gags, and they've got, little action superhero scenes, and
47-year-old.
yeah, for little kiddies. But then for the olders, like us and adults who know things,
I mean, I'm still technically
there's
a little kid.
so much to appreciate. Most of the stuff on my list is like the older stuff that we would appreciate now. But just like there's so many references and just like actors from older stuff, and just like it's so easy to enjoy it no matter how old you are.
Yeah.
You have anything to say on that?
No, not really.
Because
Well,
it'll be further explained as you go on.
Okay.
All right. So, at number 9,
Yeah.
the 9th reason, I have Robin the Butt Monkey.
Napoleon was 5'6", and that wasn't short for his time. Yeah, but it's short for nowadays. History says I'm not short.
Now, if you don't know what a butt monkey is, it means someone who is just nothing really goes right for them, and they're
You
always.
made that up.
No, I didn't. It's like a real term, the butt monkey,
Okay. Sure.
and so it's like, and nothing really goes right for them. And that is a huge running gag on Teen Titans. Like,
Yep.
it's a huge deal. Like, it has to happen. Nothing can go well for Robin.
Yes.
Robin is the butt of every joke.
Yeah.
He has baby hands. There's a entire episode, you guys, about how he has baby hands.
No, there's actually 2 episodes.
There's 2.
Yeah, they made a part.
Oh wow. And it's because he comes from baby lawn, but
Yeah.
get into that later. It's just, there was like there's been 2 episodes at least. Like the origin episode comes to mind, where they're telling all their origins, and
that
he's
was
trying to
good
be like serious about it, and then they all just
Ruin
goof
it.
off and break his little heart.
Yeah.
And,
It happens a lot where
The
he's trying to be serious.
and they just ruin it.
Yeah.
And like,
It's a good one.
yeah, they usually they do a lot, like a thing where he'll try to teach them a lesson, and then at the end it'll like look like they're gonna do the thing where they finally realize their lesson, and they just like pause, and they're like, no, that's it, because they list all the things. They're like, at first we thought this and this and this and this, and then usually they say but like they just pause, and they're like,
And sometimes they throw him out of windows.
They do throw him out the window sometimes.
No, not sometimes. Like every episode.
All the time. He gets thrown out the window. And he did like a history episode where they all did like parodies of history stories or like tall tales. It was great. And he was Napoleon because he's short and he has baby hands.
Yes.
And he learned, and when he asked them if they all learned something, they at first started by saying a bunch of actual lessons that they might have learned, and then they were like, but what we really learned is you got baby hands, or something like that.
Yeah.
So, it's great. It's a great running gag. Do you have any personal favorite Robin Butt Monkey moments?
Not really.
No?
There's some other stuff on the list, but
You'll speak words?
Yeah, I'll speak words.
Oh, this one should be...
Okay.
I should have put this way higher.
I don't know what your number 1 is.
So,
I'm gonna look at your
at number
1.
8, At number 8, we have the special guest stars. Like,
Well, I'm also going to use the anti-life equation to destroy Earth.
Equations? Are you a bad guy or are you a math nerd, bro?
You know, this dude totally sounds like someone. I know! Weird Al Yankovic!
So does.
Ah, yes, the great singer of song parodies. If only I was half as evil to earn a living by making songwriters look like fools! Diabolical!
Oh, yes.
you guys,
Come on.
it's insane.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, Weird Al actually
Al.
kind of frequents the show. Not, like, super frequent, but, like, he's been on more than
Yeah.
one episode. Like, it's crazy. He played Darkseid. The first appearance, he played Darkseid. It's a great bit. Hopefully
Yeah.
I'll be able to get the clip in here, because that's probably, like, my favorite guest star thing ever.
Yes.
Because, like, their whole thing... Do you want to say what the whole thing is?
Yeah, their whole thing is that, like, Darkseid is saying how terrible Weird Al is because he makes parodies of people's songs,
Mhm.
and Cyborg is defending Weird Al.
Right, and it
it's
is
great.
Weird Al. It's amazing, and it's like it starts off classic Darkseid, like rah, he will get, and then Starfire's like, Mr. Side, would you like a lozenge? And he takes it and clears it up, and it's Weird Al. It's awesome. So
Yeah.
let's just talk about the movie for a second. Like Nick Cage plays Superman, guys. Nick Cage has a thing where he has wanted to play Superman. The Teen Titans Go to the Movies, I think, was the first time he got to play Superman.
Yes, it was awesome.
Like, Halsey plays Wonder Woman. I don't know if you know who Halsey is. She's not a great person, but she's famous. And that's what this number is about. Kristen Bell, you
Oh,
guys,
yeah, she was in it.
was in it. Will Arnett, not
He-
the
not
hugest,
as,
right, not
but
the
he's still in
famousest.
it, I guess.
Guys, Michael Bolton
Wait,
is
what?
on the soundtrack of Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Michael Bolton. That proves how losery you are, you losers who don't watch this. Michael Bolton was like, I want to be on this soundtrack.
And
He-
we'll get to songs later.
Oh, the songs are so good. He sang the upbeat, inspirational song about life. Great song. He does
Snug-
one version with like the cast and one version just by himself because he's Michael Bolton. Back to the show. J.K. Simmons was on an episode.
Oh,
Not the hugest deal, but
what?
like
I love J.K.
no.
Simmons.
I'm not saying he's not cool. I'm just saying it wasn't like I don't know. It just wasn't.
They didn't
as-
really make it
Right, they
about
didn't-
J.K. Simmons.
Right, exactly.
It was just he was on there.
He was
which
just there, which is
still
still
awesome.
really cool.
Because he's an awesome
And then
actor, and I love him.
oh, what was I gonna say? They did a whole episode where they were trying to get the Snyder cut of their show. Guess who came to be on that episode?
Jack Snyder.
Did you just say Jack Snyder?
Jack. Nope. I apologize to
You
Zack
ruined
Snyder.
the moment. You said Jack Snyder.
We'll edit it maybe.
No, we will not. Absolutely not.
Crud. That's not.
Yeah, but anyway, Zack Snyder guest starred on there, and there was some other guy in that episode who was famous as well,
Yeah.
but I forgot his name.
The guy who played Aquaman's brother.
And Watchman, Owlman
Yeah, that guy.
from The Watchmen.
I apologize for getting it wrong.
Um,
And all of you are gonna be mad at me. who
No.
watches that. Well, shoot.
whatever. And I think like they've had some other like
Yes.
not as special guest stars, but like those are the ones. So like, come on, you guys. Weird Al, Michael Bolton, Zack Snyder, Will Arnett, Kristen Bell, Nick Cage. These are people who were on Teen Titans Go. Like,
Hey,
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying you're
just
kind of a loser. Like,
yeah, because
it's kind of lame.
Aaron and Michael are great.
Aaron Michael Horvaroth. Aaron Horvaroth. Aaron
Yeah.
Jelinek?
No,
Michael
Michael
Jelinek.
Jelinek.
Michael Jelinek.
They directed the Super Mario
Yes,
Bros.
they
movie.
yeah. So the directors of Teen Titans Go direct Super Mario's movie, which is probably why the Super Mario's movie was awesome.
Plus, they have a ton of money.
Yeah, they got that dough.
They got the dough.
They got that money.
They got the dough.
But the directors did come in on an episode, which we will get to later, and another reason. But yeah, like the special guests are just kind of amazing.
Yep.
So I mean,
Yep.
you know. All right. At number 7, a similar thing, but at number 7, seventh reason, I have the voice actors in general, just the main crew.
They're all cool, and they sound so familiar. That's because we're your voices. Check it out. Me, you. Me, you. I'm Scott. Titans, go!
Hi, I'm Tara. You do my voice. You don't sound like me. I'm versatile.
I used to do this voice a lot. Yeah, I wish you'd seen it.
And pretty Pegasus. Whoa.
Whose voice does you do?
Yours, fool.
We got Scott Menville, Tara Strong, Carrie Payton, Greg Sipes, and Hynden Welch? There it is. But yeah, those guys are just generally great, and you know, it's like you might think that this kind of show, you wouldn't think this kind of show requires that much talent, but like they have to keep their voices like turned up to 100%, like most of the time, just crazy and out of control, and it's like that takes some effort, you guys. Like,
they voice a ton of other
and like they're also
characters.
a bunch of awesome actors, like Tara Strong. Tara Strong is absolutely amazing. Like her talent is crazy.
Good for her.
Timmy Turner,
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, yeah, that's why I like her probably.
Yeah.
Timmy Turner, Harley Quinn, Ben 10,
Yeah.
and like other little boys, other high pitched prepubescent little boys.
Yep.
But yeah, she's great. Carrie Payton is also really cool.
Walking Dead.
Well,
we don't want.
We're not talking about that. He has a very interesting voice. It's actually really impressive to me that he can do this kind of like more humorous, kind of wild voice for Cyborg, and just like he sounds like a super fun, upbeat guy, because he has like a lot of range. Because I've been watching a series recently called Young Justice, where he plays Aqualad, who is a super serious, like super straight face, like never cracks a joke kind of guy, and he does great with him, and he does great with Cyborg. So he's got insane range.
Oh yeah, speaking about Young Justice, most haters love Young Justice.
Right? Okay,
That's
we'll
weird.
get to that later.
Well, that's weird.
We'll get to that later. Greg Sipes.
Oh yeah.
He's a character.
His voice changed.
It did change. If you like, I don't know what season it happened, but like something happened with his voice.
Season 6.
It is still him. It's still his voice.
Yeah.
But something is different. Don't know what.
It's not as I don't know.
By the way,
it sounds like he's reading the script. That's
interesting.
He's gotten worse.
Whoa, hot take. Scott Menville is really great at Robin. He does great, like, you know.
And Annie.
He has a lot of
Robin.
He has a lot of, like, I don't know. It's a difficult role, I feel like, to be Robin, because it's like the only one who's trying to be serious, but he's also like really intense and also sometimes really goofy. So, yeah. And then Hynden Welch is also great. Walsh, sorry. She's great. I don't know what else she does, but she does really.
I think that's like
Starfire has a very distinct voice, and it's very different from her actual voice. So
she's done many voices. She's done Teen Titans, the Teen Titans anime movie, Teen Titans Go to movie. No, she only does Teen Titans.
But she's good at it.
She's only Starfire.
She's good at it.
I mean, she's a pretty princess.
And Blackfire. She plays Blackfire and Starfire.
What? Crazy.
So diverse. But these
Blackfire's more of her actual voice.
A solid cast. Yeah, Blackfire's a lot closer to her actual voice. Okay. Ready to move on?
Sure. We took a long time on that one.
At number 6, we have Weird.
Yep.
We are going to put at number 6 the reason well done dark humor.
What is it? Your parents. They're here, man. Well, where are they?
They are just on the other side of the door.
Mommy! Daddy! Your baby is coming! Get this off me! Go!
April Fools!
You sure did get me. You sure did.
Yes.
Now,
This should be number 1.
They do absolutely amazing at this. I am not always crazy about dark humor. I don't like The Simpsons. I just, sometimes there's like a line. I don't know where the line is for me, but like there's just a line sometimes, and Simpsons is like,
There ain't a
Hey.
line for me. Like, I watch
no,
Simpsons.
he loves dark humor
I
to
watch
the most
Simpsons
extent.
in my-
He's a sick freak and he scares me.
Yay!
Just kidding.
That's why I'm gonna write a book.
Yep.
But
What?
it's not humorous. It's just dark.
Okay.
I
Anyway.
have the whole story.
But yeah,
It's
so
not gonna
this show does a very good job at just like a little bit of shock factor to make you laugh, but not just going like over the top crazy.
Because it's a kid show.
So
It's
here I have some
TV.
specific episode examples. There's an episode called Prank Day
Yeah.
where it's like
They like
it's all pranks. They do pranks on each other, and it's just the darkest sometimes.
Very
Going
fun.
back to Robin being the butt monkey,
yes.
a particular prank they play on him.
Oh, can I tell him?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
So, the other Teen Titans go and say, Robin, it's your parents. And then they
who
go.
are supposed to be dead.
Yes.
His parents are dead.
And he's like, Mom, Dad, what happens?
A wolf? No, not a wolf. Starfire got the wolf.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, but he just they just beat him up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they just like start kicking.
And then, at the end of the episode, they're trying to prank, because Raven does not like the pranks. But at the end, they try to prank Raven by fake dying. And then, at the end of the episode, Robin becomes Nightwing and...
Right. And then all these crazy things start happening, and they're like, so this is the end of the Teen Titans. And then they all look at the camera and go, psych! And so, they pranked us, this whole deal.
oh, yeah, and by the way, what's the episode called?
Prank Day, probably.
No, it's not. It's,
oh, no, it's called, Teen Titans versus the Justice League Dark Injustice. So, the episode title's even Frank, it's great.
Okay.
The next...
unnamed YouTube channel. That was on our list. Why it's
Right,
bad.
they don't like dark humor.
We love dark humor. Well, I love
there's
it.
another episode called Salty Codgers.
No.
So, this is, this whole thing
It's
is...
the worst.
Why?
It's horrible.
It is pretty dark. But, there's this villain called... What's his name? Mad Mod?
Yeah, he's
Something like
he's
that. But he is able to, turn people old. Just age people to old.
or young.
And, Raven loves old people. And she does absolutely nothing to stop her teammates from getting turned into old people. And, so she lets them get turned into old people. And then she has the time of her life with these old people. I just dropped a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then they die.
So then she goes
to Trigon. No, she goes to Death, because
Yeah.
Death is her uncle, apparently.
Yeah, Death is her uncle.
And so, she asks for their souls back, and then he says
doesn't.
no, and she steals them. And then, since she did it wrong, they come back as zombies. But she's like, oh my goodness, they're old and dead! It's even better!
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That's horrible.
there's
I
that.
only have one more example.
This episode that I'm about to mention is absolutely amazing. One of the best episodes I've ever seen of Teen Titans Go. It's called Toddler Titans Yay.
Oh, okay.
So the whole premise of this episode is there's this villain called Control Freak, we'll get back to him later, and he tells the Titans that their show is too babyish, and it's just got poop humor, and it's just immature, and they need to be, age rated down, because it's rated TV teen or something. And he's like, I'm changing it to TV baby! And so they just go into this world that's a parody of mostly Dora, except Beast Boy is Greenie the Clue Dog. Blue's Clues, because there wasn't enough characters for him. And so like, at the end of the episode, they have to fight the ratings monster, and, so they can't fight him because you can't show violence on a kid's show.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't do that. And so they say, Robin goes up, like, Dora talks to the camera. He's like, can you guys close your eyes for us? We need you to keep your eyes closed. And so then the screen goes dark, and you just hear noises, like a sword unsheathing, like machine gun noises, like screaming. It's true. And then, like, the screen, like, opens, like, eyes for a second, and you see just, like, this ratings monster has, like, a leg torn off, and they're all, like, shooting him and stabbing
No, close
him.
it back.
He's like, and Robin's like, no, keep your eyes closed, guys, keep your eyes closed. And then you just hear more horrific noises.
Yeah, it was great.
It was
That was a chainsaw version.
Yeah, it's a chainsaw. Exactly.
That might be one of my favorite episodes.
It's a great episode.
Hey, if you haven't seen it, go watch it right now. Pause this right now.
But yeah, great episode of greatness.
Okay.
So, going on, I'm excited to talk about this.
Yay.
At number 5, the 5th reason, I'm gonna get as close as the camera as possible.
My
The
teeth were
fifth-
probably super yellow.
Then brush them! And the 5th reason, that Teen Titans Go is amazing, the movies.
It's always been my dream to have my own movie.
Well, it is important to have dreams, I guess.
What do you mean by that?
Well, they only make movies about real heroes.
I am a real hero. I even have my own superhero team.
You guys are goofsters.
With the farts.
Always cracking your jokes.
You mean people think we're jokes?
Why do you think there's never been a movie made about you?
Mostly the movie. There are 2 movies, and
No,
they're
there's
both
4 movies.
Well, yeah, 2 movies I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And they're both pretty great. So let me mention the one I don't have as much to say about. There was one called Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans.
Which was great.
Pretty great movie, It was where they interacted with the original show that they were a reboot of. And, like, they have to stop Trigon and all this stuff.
I mean, not as humorous, but
Right,
still,
it goes a little bit more serious route, but also had
Yeah.
some great humor.
Yeah.
And yeah,
There was a song in there.
there was some songs. Just like one, though.
No, there's 2. Whirligog.
Yeah, I know Whirligog.
No,
What's
the
the other
other
one? What is the other one?
I don't know. Of the one where they.
Oh,
have
the one
to-
where they're, like, working together, right? In
It was
Starfire.
so dumb.
We are Teen Titans. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one was pretty great, but let's talk about Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
Which they do.
They do go to the movies.
Movie theater as well. They was in the theater.
Yes. And so
Which is pretty good.
And so, this movie is just a masterpiece, you guys. Like, honestly,
Shout out to
this movie is crazy good. So, like, the story is actually something. So, like, it's pretty, serialized, the show. Most episodes don't have consequences. Actually, basically all of them. Because sometimes they die at the end of the episode. And then there's another episode. So, most of the episodes do not have any consequences. This has a pretty decent story. It's like funny and silly, but it's still a story. Robin wants his own superhero movie. He sees all these superheroes getting movies.
which
He's
is
like,
a great plot.
give me a movie, you guys. And yeah, there was a funny little joke in there too. When they were talking to the Justice League. So the whole thing is like he can't have a movie because Teen Titans Go is too goofy, and he can never be in a serious superhero movie. And there's like, he's asking the Justice League. He's like, well, like, do you have movies or something? And like Superman is like, oh yeah, so many. And Wonder Woman's like, yeah, it took a while, but I finally got my own movie. And then Green Lantern's like, there was a Green Lantern movie. We don't talk about that though.
And Deathstroke.
Just what?
The Deathstroke scene where they make fun of because he's
Yeah, I'm getting to that. It's full of just golden scenes, like he's talking about. They meet their villain Slade.
Deathstroke. It's just bad guy name.
whatever.
They call him Slade.
They meet
which
their
is his
villain
real
Slade. Yeah, Slade Wilson.
name. Will Arnett.
Will Arnett voices Slade, and he looks a lot like Deadpool. I think he was first.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
They
he
made
looks-
a joke about it.
He looks a lot like Deadpool, and so like they're like, they're like, oh my goodness, it's Deadpool? And it's so funny. He's like, you got guns and swords. How are you not Deadpool? And then Slade is like, he's like, I saw like 12 people on the way here with guns and swords. And then like Cyborg grabs him and he's like, say something inappropriate into the camera because Deadpool. So yeah, that's a great bit. There's an amazing scene where they decide if there's no other superheroes, then Robin can get his own movie. So they go back in time and reverse all the superheroes' dark origin stories. And they come back, and since there's no superheroes, the world is in chaos.
Oh, so by the way, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they stopped them too.
Yeah, that's funny. It doesn't come back, but like they turn some turtles away from some green stuff. It's a pretty sweet little reference. But then they have to go back in time and reverse all the origins and make sure they happen.
So dark.
So dark. Like 2 of them are good because with Aquaman, the way they reversed his origin story was they dropped the plastic things that go around soda can packs, and it like choked him. So to reverse that, they had to cut him out of that, and then they stole Wonder Woman's lasso to get her not to be a superhero, and then they gave it back to get her to be a superhero again. But the rest of them were just super dark because like they saved Krypton to get Superman not to be a superhero, and then they went back and like stomped all the crystals and made sure it blew up so he couldn't be with his parents. And then Batman. So, Batman's origin is his parents were murdered. So they direct them to reverse it. They direct them down a much safer alley to go than the creepy alley with a bunch of shooters and stuff. And then to reverse that, they put a pearl necklace on his mom and shove him into the dark alley.
They give a thumbs up.
And then Robin's like, good job, you guys. It's pretty dark.
Like Bruce Wayne's just like,
oh, yeah, he looks so traumatized, but it's great. We're bad people. Okay, but soundtrack is awesome. I listen to the soundtrack of that movie to this day. It is great. It's on my playlist. I enjoy it every time.
Good job.
Very fun. Very neato.
Talking about this one for a long time.
Yeah, we have, because we can't.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome.
You stinking
losers.
YouTube channel unnamed thing.
So, yeah. Great movie. It ends very well, too, because Robin is trying to give a big speech and nobody wants him to, and they just want the credits. So he jumps onto the camera and yells, "Kids, ask your parents where babies come from!" And I hope some children did because of that. And I hope that they were lied to. So, anyway, we're gonna move on now. Number 4, related to the last one. Number 4 is the songs of Teen Titans Go.
Boy, I gotta go boat, gotta go star, gotta go bear, put 'em in the gold car, gotta go fish, filled it with some gold food, gotta go me, I call him the gold dude. I'm making that money, that pyramid mama money. I'm making money, that pyramid scheme money. And it's all a simple vibe, and you know it's super. The groove is sounding. Yeah, now I'm feeling. It's an upbeat, inspirational song about life.
Amazing bangers. Let's just talk about the movie songs, since we were just talking about that. Obviously, the most fun one, in my opinion, I feel like you would agree, is Go.
Yeah, I guess. I like the upbeat inspiration.
No, it is great, yes. But Go is like kind of a roll call rap for them. It's pretty great. They all have their own little verses. It's super catchy, and like the music is nice and don't know the word for this, but it's like yeah. And Tara Strong's rap voice, by the way, is amazing. She sounds so intense, and I love it. And then yeah. So that's a great one. Upbeat inspirational songs is so funny. It's like a joke, obviously. Upbeat inspirational song about life. Right. 80s song with synthy vibes. Michael Bolton sings it again as a tiger.
No, he's a polar bear.
He's a tiger.
No, the polar bear sings it.
He is a tiger.
He is a polar bear.
He has stripes.
No, he's a polar bear
He
with
is
stripes.
A tiger.
He's a polar bear.
He has a tail.
Well, he's a white tiger then.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. But yeah, that's a great one. Then they have My Superhero Movie, which is a nice little fun thing. Scott Menville doesn't. It's Robin's song. Scott Menville does not sing that. I don't know who does, but he does a good job. It's funny. It has a bunch of little jokey jokes in there. I don't know what other songs there are, but
from a movie.
Yeah. There's that little music thing when they are saving Krypton because they have to harmonize the crystals, and they do like this synthy kind of just vibe song for like 30 seconds. It's a vibe. But yeah. So back to just the show songs in general, we obviously have Waffles, which just the lyrics are waffles.
Yes.
That's the lyrics. So, but like we will just be chilling and minding our own business, and then we'll just be like, waffles, 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 and then we'll all get into it, and it doesn't stop. It goes on forever until somebody like gets to their senses. Waffles is a great song.
Kind of great.
That is a great episode. Waffles, waffles.
Everyone gets annoyed because they keep on
waffles. Okay. And then another one, Pyramid Mummy Money, I think is the song. I don't know what it's called. Maybe just Mummy Money.
Mummy Money.
Mummy Money. Pyramid Mummy Money or just Mummy Money. It's a song about Beast Boy just loving money.
No. Okay, so the episode is about him falling for a pyramid scheme.
Right.
And the Titans, first off, are not with him because, Robin is not with him from the start because, usually he's trying to be smarter.
Mm-hmm.
But the other Titans are not with him because
they
think mummies control it.
Right, because it's a pyramid. Yeah.
So you can't trust mummies.
Right.
Okay.
No.
So, then he gets the other Titans to join his little pyramid scheme, but they have to pay him $100.
Mm-hmm. Because it's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah. It's great episode.
And then they all get rich, and he sings this song about how rich he is, and it's just a little rap about all the things he bought.
Yeah, but then they're bankrupt.
So catchy! And it's awesome. I can't find it on Spotify, though. It's just by some sus dude named, I don't know. It sounds like a woman. But
no.
So I don't think it's the original.
Beast Boy sings it.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying the one I found on Spotify looked like a woman's name, so I was like, I don't know if that's the real thing. So yeah. What other songs are there in the show? There's a lot.
There's a breakfast song.
The breakfast song. What?
We eat breakfast.
Yes. I don't know the breakfast song.
You don't know the breakfast song?
I don't know the breakfast song.
What else is there?
There's the burger and burrito song, both very short but still fun. If you're having burgers, you can always sing bun, ketchup, pickle, cheese, but that patty in between is burger. What? It's burger.
I'm a chicken nuggets guy.
I do like chicken nuggets better, but if you were to have a burger, you can sing the burger song real quick, and you will waste no time from eating your burger. But yeah,
burrito song if you're at Taco Bell.
Oh, there's a few. There's a fortune cookie song. I'm mainly thinking about ones that are sung by the Titans, but there are some in the background that are pretty cool.
There's one about peppers.
Oh yeah, the hot pepper song. Yeah. Just a bunch of bangers that they just kind of throw in there casually, and they're just it's not every episode. Yeah, I honestly it's not every episode, which makes it even more fun to me because it's oh, here's a banger real quick. And they're just so goofy and fun.
It's fun.
It's just so fun.
It's been going a while.
Yeah, and we're gonna keep going, losers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haters gonna hate.
Losers.
But
L.
Who don't
Big fat L.
are not gonna hate,
Okay.
L too for people.
L.
That's backwards.
L.
There we go.
So, the number 3 reason is some classic fourth wall breaking.
Where are we?
They are obsessed with us.
What kind of creeps have pictures of us hanging everywhere?
Guys, I feel like we're being watched.
The Titans? What are you guys doing here?
We ran the way we have never gone before and ended up in this smelly dungeon.
Yeah, it smells pretty bad, doesn't it? You get used to it after a while, though.
Alright, tells us who you is and who's all these other people is too.
My bad, dude. I'm Pete, and this is the crew. Check.
They excel at fourth wall breaking. They have an episode called The Fourth Wall. I don't remember what they do in this episode, but
Control Freak's getting onto them
because he doesn't like their show.
Because they don't, so they get more sophisticated.
Oh right, okay. So yeah, so Control Freak is a villain who does not like their show,
and they keep on breaking the fourth wall,
right?
Which is bad too, because that's the one thing
you're
not supposed to.
You're not supposed to break the fourth wall, you guys. And so Control Freak doesn't think their show is sophisticated enough, so they get super sophisticated, which it's not. Yeah, it's a joke. They they just like get mustaches and top hats and get the animation turns like super weird and so sophisticated, and so it's really funny. And then my favorite instance of fourth wall breakage is in their 200th episode special. Did I get that right?
200th episode spectacular, something like It's the
My
200th episode.
This displays just absolutely amazing fourth wall breaking because
It's just an amazing episode.
Their world, my voice cracks really hard. Their world, the Teen Titans Go world, is disappearing because no one's writing their 200 episode.
We did it.
Yeah,
We did it.
And their world is just disappearing because nobody's continuing to write their show because they've lost their zeal for it. So they jump out of their world. Like, it's so funny. Their world is disappearing, and they're like, "Which way do we go? We can't go this way or this way or this way." And they point to the camera and like, "We've never gone that way before." And they just jump out of the computer that they're being animated on, and they go into the production of their own show. They meet their actors, which
they make fun of
so amazing. Yeah, they do make fun of themselves, and it's really funny because the actors get to do like themselves and their character back and forth, which is really fun. And it's just
and the directors make fun of themselves.
And the directors make a lot of fun of themselves.
And then Farrah, one of her dad, came on or something.
Yeah,
he died.
Yeah, he did die. He was in multiple episodes. One of their dads was, and one of their children was in the episode.
Yeah.
And he had actually
the dad was like
a whole scene.
The Michael Jelenick's dad was like, why does Aaron have in front of Michael?
Oh yeah, all right. He's like, why is he in front of my son's name? Or something like that. I don't know. And then yeah, it's great. It's a great episode. And then they eventually write the 200th episode. Because I don't remember why. And they were like, the only way we would do a 200th episode if we got to be super indulgent and include ourselves and our families in there. Which is funny, because they are including themselves and their families. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it has indulgent in the title.
Oh, Super Indulgent Spectacular or something like that. I don't know, it's a long title.
Yeah.
But,
good job.
Yeah. Do you have any other good instances of fourth wall breaking?
Let's see.
Just technically all the Control Freak episodes are instances of fourth wall breaking. But I'm using them in a different reason.
Most of episodes they break the fourth wall.
Honestly, yeah. Okay, so at reason number 2, we have, in all caps, defy the critics!
Maybe Robin's right. Aqualad and his friends did look really cool.
They sure did.
And I want a tough face and tight muscles.
Of course you do.
I have always wanted to visit the SN 1885 quadrant.
We can interrogate some filthy cretins there right now.
I'd like to tell a villain, it's just you and me now.
And let's get
because
they make fun of
the critics. They have an amazing history of just kind of throwing complaints about their show back in the critics' faces. And this is what Control Freak episodes are usually used to. So Control Freak is like the critics. He says all the things that the critics are saying, and then they do a whole episode where they think about fixing that and then ultimately decide, nah, we're good. We're gonna stay like we are because we're awesome.
Yep. There is one episode let's get serious.
I was just about to talk. It's right there. It's written right there. Let's get serious. So
Great episode. You should
it
watch
starts off with that. Now I can appreciate it. The intro of it because I've started watching Young Justice. But it starts off the Hive. They're kind of like counter team, like they're the enemy kind of versions of them, kind of.
And by the way, before we talk about this, the reason why Teen Titans Go and Young Justice is compared so much is that it replaced, like, Young Justice didn't go on. Well, it went on,
but not on
by
Cartoon
Network.
Yeah,
because Teen Titans Go. So that's why everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons everyone hates it.
Right, and so they threw that in their face.
Because we're better. Hey.
They threw that in their faces, and they're like, guess what? We're going to parody Young Justice up in here. And so the Hive is doing something. Robin's trying to strike fear into their hearts, and the Titans are making fart noises. Of course, naturally. Yeah. And so then Young Justice comes in, at least 3 of them, like Miss Martian, Aqualad, and Superboy come in, and they just beat him instantly. And then Aqualad, I keep wanting to call him Calder. It's really weird. I just want to refer to him by his actual name.
Weird.
He's my best friend. I'm just kidding. So, so anyway, he is like, you guys will never be taken seriously. Your team is a joke. And so Robin is like, he's right, you guys. We need to get serious. And so, that's another song. Let's get serious. Yeah. To get really, really, really serious. And so they all morph into like these super ugly. It's so ugly, but it's like the serious animation and like it's super detailed, and their chins are super sharp and like Cyborg's chin. And it's like and like they just are super dramatic the whole episode and trying to be super serious.
And then
it all culminates when
the team breaks up because it's way too serious.
Say that.
Well, I took it from you.
It all culminates when Cyborg drinks Beast Boy's juice, and since they're super serious now, this is a big dramatic thing, and they have a huge fight, and like Raven's demons come out because of all the fighting, and it's just super serious and dramatic, and then they break up because they're serious and sad.
The team is just gone.
And then
it says end.
No. Then it says next week on Teen Titans. And it cuts to a shot of them being super stupid and goofy for like, it's like 2 seconds. It's just like, they look goofy and their heads are spinning around and they're like bouncing up and down and there's goofy music for like 2 seconds. So it's like, yeah, basically they're just like, we don't care, you guys.
Yeah.
We're going to keep doing what we're doing.
I don't know the number 1.
Because it's working.
But let's move on to number 1.
You guys... This is a pretty, like...
She made this list, by
I
the way.
did make this list.
But I'm not really going to disagree. I'll disagree with the order. But the reasons are good.
Right. So, this is a pretty preferential number 1, but I don't care. It's my show. Shut up.
This isn't really, like, top 10. It's just, like, reasons.
No, it's top 10.
No.
Yes, it is, because it has to be.
It has
on top 10 Tuesday.
We can defy people.
At number 1...
Gravity.
We just has.
I don't know.
We just have. We have, you guys, the references on this show.
Got this.
Nice work, Titans. We did it.
Them aliens weren't so tough. I could beat them with my eyes wide shut.
We kicked their alien booties far and away. And straight into the edge of tomorrow.
Did you hear that tropic thunder?
Just a second ago, it was a vanilla sky.
Now the difference is night and day.
Oh, I can't begin to explain how awesome these references are.
Let's get with the best one, the Tom Cruise episode.
The Tom Cruise episode. That's the first thing I have listed here. There is an entire episode dedicated to referencing Tom Cruise movies. It's amazing. So the whole premise is the Titans are going on a cruise, the Transoceanic Magical Cruise, the TOM cruise. And it's just riddled with Tom Cruise references. A few very specific references, like there's a buffet that they have to get into, and they have to do a whole Mission Impossible scene, and Raven's like, you can't do that. It sounds like an impossible mission. And there's a whole Mission Impossible scene. There's a racetrack, which parodies, I think he was in a racing movie, and Top Gun. There's a whole scene where it's pretty terrible, but like
Cyborg's driving in his car and it
Uh-huh.
says, "Looks like I got some."
no.
What's
So
he
like
say?
Beast Boy's catching up with him, and Cyborg's like, "Oh man, he's on me. Good thing I brought some collateral," and he throws a goose at him.
And he blows up and
he's like, "Goose!" Because if you know, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you need to know.
Yeah.
Get good, noob.
We're not going to tell the people who don't know because that'd be spoiling.
Yeah. That would be spoiling. Mm-hmm. If you ever watched Top Gun.
Yeah.
It
is a great movie.
Top Gun is a fabulous movie. And then, like, at the end, there's aliens, and they're like, everything on the TOM cruise has to be epic or extreme or something. I think they said extreme.
No, that's just the whole cruise. But at the end, they just reference, like...
They just say
like,
a bunch... They just straight up say a bunch of his movies.
And then Beast Boy's like, now the only difference is night and day.
And then, like, the ship...
Everything.
The ship is called SS Risky Business. Like, it's a beautiful episode. It kind of makes me.
That's just one of them.
That's just one of them. I have more. There's a lot more subtle episode. A few, like most of these are just like quick shout outs. There are 2 other episodes I know that the whole episode was referencing. There was a whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode, Truth, Justice, and Pizza, right?
Yeah, because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kept on stealing all the pizza.
Right.
So they had to
Can't have that.
Can't have that. Because they need pizza too.
Right. That was great. And, I mean, only... well, actually, Scott Minville did one of the Turtles' voices, but Greg Cipes is actually on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show, so he got to play one of those, got to do some dual roles there. There's a whole episode parodying professional reference... Professional wrestling! It's an absolutely amazing episode. There's some like great references to classic professional wrestlers. I do like professional. I do like professional wrestling a lot. Okay, by the way, if you didn't already think I was lame for this, you're probably gonna be like, "Oh, what a nerd!" Guess what? I am. Get wrecked. So it's a whole like they have like The Rock parodied, like Undertaker, Macho Man, Randy Savage. Just like, and it's it's so good. Like the whole thing about that is like Cyborg is trying to prove to them that that's not real wrestling. He's trying to get them back to like that weird wrestling where it just looks like hugging a lot, and they wear those like bathing suits, and he's like, that's the real wrestling. And at the end, he like proves that, and it's so funny.
Cyborg.
Yeah,
Cyborg.
I said Cyborg.
You said Robin.
No, I said Cyborg.
Well,
but yeah, it's pretty great. They just make fun of how dramatic it is and that it's fake and stuff.
They got a Garfield reference.
And then they just throw in these references all throughout the shows, even if they're not dedicating a whole episode. So like one specific reference that I absolutely loved was in an episode they do like a bunch of these episodes like parroting talent shows, like talent reality shows or whatever. And one of them, it's like a dance competition, and Starfire and Raven do a dance dedicated to... They literally say, this is dedicated to the classic movie, A League of Their Own. And it's like, they're dancing with baseball bats and stuff. And one of their bats, like, flies off and hits Beast Boy in the eye, and he starts crying. And then Cyborg says, what are you doing? There's no crying in baseball. Because that's a very famous line from the movie.
Kitty.
Kitty. But yeah.
She got in all
That's a great little reference. There's a little Garfield reference in there. There's just, like...
I was going to mention one, and I forgot because I was trying to get a cat.
Come on, Bella. Can't be doing that. Look at Bella in shame. She's right behind your head. But like literally. Shame. Okay.
Oh, shame. No, yeah, shame.
So
that's better. No, she's
gone. But yeah, just like the references in the show are absolutely amazing. It's like the parents especially just can appreciate all like the 80s and 90s references throughout there. It's pretty obvious these guys are like super fans of like the 80s, and they grew up in it, and they know all the stuff, and they love it. Karate Kid references in there.
There is another Top Gun.
Another Top Gun reference, where it's like they play volleyball shirtless. No, they don't play it shirtless, but they like are about it's a parody of the scene where they play shirtless volleyball. And so
great.
It's great. Like,
do we need to do anything else? Or
I don't I mean, there's so many more references. I wish
There's so much more we could talk about.
Really?
But, I mean, we've already gone...
We've already given you 10 reasons.
We've already gone, like, over 45
Yeah.
minutes. So
maybe... We might need to wrap it up a little bit. It's longer than usual. But, you know why? Why is it longer than usual, Wyatt?
Because it's a great show.
It's a great show!
Wasn't
it
on your top 10?
Yeah, it was on my top 10 shows because...
What was it?
I forgot. Go watch the episode and go watch my top 10 TV shows with my cousin Sarah. Plug. It's not going to be in a link in the description. I don't want to do that. Too much effort, you guys. But yeah, we got to wrap it up. You don't know. You don't produce this podcast. We are going to Rizap It Is Up.
My eye's not there. Now I'm back.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Good job if you watched this.
Yeah, good job. You are slightly less of a loser now. If you did like it, obviously you're not a loser. Obviously you're awesome like us.
Hey.
If you don't like it, you're a loser.
Hey, and if you do, and if you don't like Teen Titans Go, first of all, you're a loser. But second of all, have you even watched it yet? And if you haven't, go watch it.
Like, one thing I've noticed about people who don't like Teen Titans Go is that they love Phineas and Ferb. Like,
just basically,
you guys, I've never had any interest in watching Phineas and Ferb, but I did watch it with my friend, like 2 episodes of it. You guys, the humor is the same. It's the same type of humor. Like, okay, just, get over yourselves a little bit. If you don't like it, honestly, on a serious note, tone it down for a second. If you don't like it, you're a loser. Sorry, that's just what automatically comes out of my mouth. But if you don't like it, respect, and you have the right to your own opinions. But, don't be a jerk about it. You have some, self-control. Don't be so prideful that you can't stand for other people to like it, and let the people who do like it enjoy it, and don't be a farthead.
And if you're insane like me, and like Simpsons, you'll probably like them.
That's true.
Like, it's not.
It's like a pretty toned down Simpsons.
That's basically what it is.
But yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that follow button. Tell all of the friends about this.
Yeah,
and
we need some.
I want some followers, you guys.
Someone left us.
I have a British friend now,
yeah.
or someone from the UK. Well, it is British from England. So hi, what's up, dude? But like, yeah, it's follow, subscribe, comment, tell us what you think about the show. Good job. Thanks, you guys. Bye.